beautiful 300 years old town, that it's important that we get the right blend of that heritage into the present time. We have a project currently in the infant stages, which involves the only waterfront within the town limits. And as an aside, to say that this waterfront is distressed is putting it very, very mildly. From years of neglect, it used to have the regional landfill on the shores. We've had oil storage tanks. We've had an asphalt plant. We've had all kinds of things that do everything to the water except make it cleaner and make it more habitable. So we're really looking forward to this. And it's the only, as I said, it's the only waterfront that we have within the town limits. And it's important that we do whatever development is going to be done there correctly. Since Easton was once considered a port town, that character should be preserved. The Eastern Shore Land Conservancy is currently assisting in the planning process that may include a river walk, park and open space, some commercial development. For a town that's a port town that doesn't have a seafood restaurant, it's unbelievable. Water-related activities and so forth. How to secure funding will be an important topic, as I asked the Secretary earlier today. That's always going to be on our minds. We are looking forward to the continued planning for this project and the date we can get started. As we continue to find better ways to use the land we have instead of acquiring additional, the opportunity to work with the Eastern Shore Land Conservancy and others may grow. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm John Ford. I'm the president of the Easton Town Council. I want to thank Rob and Jake for inviting me here to speak. As Linda said, it's a privilege. It really is. I also wanted to after listening to Mr. Marone, I had read your bio, and I wish it had occurred to me because my family moved here in the mid-'60s from Wisconsin, and trying to find out something green to wear, I wish I had worn my Green Bay Packers. Anyway, in the vision statement for the Center for Towns, I want to just pick out one phrase and then talk a little bit about it. Sustainable, walkable, diverse, well-defined, and vibrant communities. Those are highly laudable, highly ambitious goals for any town, and certainly worth working for. I believe that work must begin right where we are gathered today in the town center. It is completely appropriate that this new initiative from the Eastern Shore Land Conservancy is unveiled in Easton, whose town center embodies many of the attributes needed for a healthy community. Easton is fortunate in that it has kept alive many of the things so important to a downtown. Both the town and county governments are located here, along with the county library. There are shops, restaurants, offices, museums, a theater and other concert venues, a grocery store, and of course, a first-rate hotel. Easton's town center is also the location for most of our community's most popular functions and events, today's St. Patrick's Day Parade being just one of the many examples. All of these are vital to the health of our town center, and the success of each of these pieces determines the success of the town center as a whole. If one views the town center as the beating heart of a small town, then it follows that the overall health of a town like Easton depends on the strength of the downtown. Easton's downtown is no longer the retail center for our community, and it is unrealistic to think it ever will be again. But it must have a strong retail component in order to survive, in order to be sustainable. That retail component, along with the other functions I've listed, helps to create the diversity necessary for any town center. There is, however, one component missing from Easton's town center, one that has to be a part of the diverse environment of a thriving downtown. Easton's town center is surrounded by healthy residential neighborhoods, but there is not a strong residential component in the core downtown, and there must be. Utilizing the second and third floor spaces of existing structures for residences and creating new residential opportunities where appropriate will give the town center life and activity round the clock, year-round, and will not only guarantee the sustainability of the town center, but will give it and the community as a whole the vibrancy aspired to in the vision statement quoted earlier. So I applaud the Center for Towns initiative by the Eastern Shore Land Conservancy and look forward to working with them to find ways to keep Easton sustainable, diverse, and vibrant. Thank you.